Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Welcome. Got a little bit of a beer mail here. I wasn't going to do this as a Craig's beer review because I already did one from this person. He sent me he gave me 4 beers or 3 beers and a cider and whatnot. But I did the cider review and I think I did a beer too. I can't remember. I can't remember what I do. But let's go over this quickly before we get on with the show here with the video. This is from Alvaro. You might remember he gave me a hopped apple cider that he made, which was incredible. I actually craved the thing, even though that was a couple weeks ago I did that review. I can still taste it. I still crave that thing. So I'll show you what I've got myself going on here. This beer that I just poured, Alvaro made himself. He lives in British Columbia, and he came and he brought me some beers. And this beer it says dry stout, that's what it is, as you saw on the label. All grain with Morris Otter malt, black roast barley, flaked barley, Crystal 60. The hops are U.S. Goldings, yeast London ESB, Y yeast 1968, ABV 5%, probably be well carbonated in a week or so. So it's been sitting down here in the basement for, I don't know, a month probably. It's been, and as you can tell, I think it's well carbonated. Beautiful velvet head. Oh, beautiful, nice, fruity, earthy. You can't get much through that here. Let's give this a try. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Got lots to talk about today, so let's do it. It's a little bit spicy. It's got a nice base, not chocolatey, more of a, God, I can't even describe it. Almost like one of those chocolates with some sort of a liqueur in the middle. Just a nice, beautiful flavor to it. I love it. It's good stuff. Wow. Pleasantly carbonated. You can taste all those hops. And just a well balanced beer. Very, very nice. Thanks, Alvaro, for bringing me these beers. And this is my beer for I'll wait and let that die down before I pour the rest. But absolutely incredible stuff. Again, I can't believe people are making these things. I mean, I can go to the beer store right now and buy a stout. And it's not, I don't know, I mean, certain ones anyway, they're not going to be like that. They're not going to look like this or taste like this. Boom. It's incredible. Somebody actually commented that I say boom a lot. I have been saying it a lot more lately. It's been brought up in my cast a few times, so I think I'm... Anyway, okay, so first things first. I went out on Monday and got a bunch of stuff from the Homebrew Supply Shop. And I got it from Brew Time in Hamilton. I got some hops. Got some Cascade hops, some Saz hops, or Saz, however you pronounce that. I got some dry malt extract. Got some maltodextrin. That stuff, if you can get your hands on that, it's pretty good, cool. Put about 250 grams in a brew. And it adds a lot of nice mouthfeel, nice head retention and whatnot. It doesn't have any flavor. It's not fermentable. This is a clearing agent. It's a 2-stage clearing agent. And I'm going to use it for this. And I'll just take the camera for a minute and I'll show you what I've got going on here. So I've got a couple of batches of beer. The one on the left is a Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. Has a heat belt on because it's quite cool down here right now. The one on the right is a Cooper's, Thomas Cooper's Selection Pilsner. There's a heat belt on it, but it's not turned on. It's not plugged in because that one's fermenting at about 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what the Pilsner's, the yeast needs for that. So there's those. Got a bit of wine going on here. I've actually been drinking out of that with a wine thief. Going to be packaging that up soon. And over here, this is a wash, as it's called. It's basically sugar and water, yeast nutrient, turbo yeast, and charcoal. I'm doing this as an experiment. If it works, I will do it again and I will film it. But this is going to be a 20% alcohol, which I will hopefully turn into some amaretto, which I have the flavors for. Okay, so it's got liquid charcoal in it. It came in like a little kit. Liquid charcoal, the yeast nutrient. I had to add the sugar to it. I did half of the kit because I only had enough sugar to do half. So we'll see how it turns out. This fermenter has been... Look at it. The inside's clean, but the outside is dreadful. But we'll see how it works, and I'll see if I can make some amaretto. If I do have success with this, I definitely will make a video so you guys can see exactly what's going on. And finally, we've got this. This is my hopped hard apple cider that I'm doing thanks to a few people online, which names I will put on the screen, who suggested this. CQ01 is one of them. And of course, Alvaro, who gave me his hopped apple cider, which was amazing. So I'm doing it. And there's all the, the stuff that goes on. Let's see if we can catch a bubble. There's one. So, of course, I was fermenting this up in my bedroom upstairs, where it's nice and warm. It's a bit cool in the basement for this. And my wife saw it, and she was mortified. Because she says, what is that? Did you forget about this or what? And I said, no, it's hops. She thought it was mold. So there you have it. So there we go. Oh, by the way, this is my workbench. This is made out of an old door. You can see the thing where the doorknob goes over there. And just my dad helped me build this when he was around, when he was alive. A little bit of a frame there and an old door as the top. So it's very, very old. I mean, look at this crap, the paint's chipping and all that stuff, but that's why I put this cloth down. So there, we've got that out of the way. Now, so those are what I've got going on with brewing, and that's the stuff I picked up at the home brew supply store. Things are moving along here. Got a beer. Let's pour the rest of this in. And I want to talk about I also did the Mr. Beer video earlier today. So that video has been recorded. I just have to edit it and post it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video up as it is, and we're going to have to wait till the beer is ready before I can actually taste it. But then once that's all said and done, I'll repost the video with all the stuff together, the making of it and the tasting of it all in one video. So you'll see that it gets reposted when that happens. Okay? Cheers. That is amazing. Good stuff. The hopped apple cider that he gave me was just... So I hope mine turns out. What I did with mine is I used just 100% pure apple juice, and so it's a gallon batch. Used a cup and a half of dextrose. So I don't want it to be really, really strong. It's going to be about 7 to 8, probably about 8% alcohol, maybe, maybe 9. Not really, really strong. And I used Saz hops, is what you saw there. This is the primary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let that go for about a week, and when it seems like it's sort of calming itself down, I'm going to obviously going to rack it into another demijohn, and filter out all the hops and whatnot, and I'm going to add an ounce of Cascade hops to the secondary and let that sit for about a week. So there's an ounce of Saz here, there'll be an ounce of Cascade in secondary, and then I'm going to bottle it, I'm going to carbonate it, and then it's going to be another week or so for that. So it'll be a while before I can actually taste it, and I'm a little impatient, but if it works, if it tastes good, I'll do a video on it, on how I made it. So these are things that, experiments I'm doing. And if they work, I'll be more than happy to share the recipes with you and what I did. And if they don't work, well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I did and what not to do. But that apple cider, I have high hopes for that. It smells, what's coming out of the airlock smells great. And you just have to make sure your family realizes what you're doing, because when they see that, I mean, it doesn't look very, very, very normal to them. But, us home brewers, right? We know. That looks amazing to me. We see things through different eyes. Last but not least, I got a gift from somebody in the mail. And I've got some vinyl. That's what he sent me, some vinyl. His name is Nick. Thank you, Nick, man. You rock. He says, well, hope you enjoy them and hope that others will appreciate them on the broadcast. This will in some way keep a bit of my dad's flame alive. So his dad had these records throughout the years, and his dad obviously passed away a while ago, and he decided to, no one was playing the records, no one was, really using them. He decided to send these to me. Now, he gave me a list of records he had. I picked 3. He says, pick the ones you want, and it's like, I don't know how, I don't know what you want, how many you want me to take. So I took 3. Well, he sent me a few more than 3. I will say that before I show you these records, and I want to show you, because I'm going to play some of them on my broadcast on Friday night. In fact, I'll probably play, there'll be a lot of vinyl on Friday, because I want to play a lot of these records. And the reason why I want to do that is because my dad passed away in 2005. I know what that feels like, and his dad, I'm sure, would be proud that we're using these records to play on the broadcast and entertain people, and we're treating them with utmost respect. And that's what I plan to do, is keep these for life and put them and store them with utmost respect, because that's what they deserve. Apparently, when Nick was growing up, him and his siblings were allowed to play these records whenever they wanted to. And despite the fact that these kids had access to these records, they're in immaculate condition. They knew how to they were taught somehow how to handle and take care of vinyl, because I've played most of these already. I've spent the last 2 days listening to vinyl, listening to these records, and they are in superb condition. I can't believe it. If you want to join my Friday night broadcast, justin.tv/CraigTube, you'll hear some of these records. Let's see what we've got. And I'll go through this a little quickly, because there's about a dozen of them here. Beach Boys. This is in immaculate condition. He says they played this a lot as kids. He doesn't know, how they managed to keep it in such great shape, but I played some of this, and there's not a snap, crackle, or pop on the thing. Amazing. Good old Beach Boys. Okay, we've got Dire Straits. These are all in immaculate condition. I have played most of them. They sound fantastic. Elton John. Okay. These are all going to be, not all of them, but a lot of them, going to be played on my broadcast on Friday night. Kenny Rogers, Greatest Hits. Another Elton John. Okay. That's a live one. And I'm looking forward to playing some of this on my broadcast. Very, very good stuff. A little bit of Neil Diamond. Okay. Live. We've got the Commodores. Look at the condition of these things. It's amazing. Here we have Charlie Rich. Oh. Got 2 of them actually. The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Behind Closed Doors. Those songs. They're on here. They're on these. Charlie Rich, I love his stuff. Wonderful man. Wonderful singer. The Carpenters. Of course! This is in immaculate condition. This album has got to be, 40 years old? And it's in, these are collector's items. Look, another one. Carpenters, and they sound like they've just been released. They are amazing. The Best of Bread. This is an amazing record. I have another one over there, not the same, but a different Best of Bread album. So that's a good thing to have. And a whole pile of John Denver. You gotta love John. It's a shame he had to leave us. You know, there's a whole pile of them here. Another one there. These are all in amazing condition. I mean, I would be more than happy to play any one of these on my broadcast. So Nick, man, I want to thank you so much for sending these. This means a lot to me, because of you know where the records came from and who owned them, and I think that again, I think that his dad would be proud that they're in the hands of somebody who is willing to take the utmost care of them. And believe me, with my records, I do. I'm very, very, very possessive and careful with them. Nobody's allowed to touch these. Well, anyway, guys, I think that's about it for me. Thank you for watching this Homebrew Wednesday. Please check out other Homebrew Wednesday videos on YouTube. And I want to thank S.J. Poor once again for coming up with the Homebrew Wednesday idea. He's the man, and he's the originator of it, so cheers to him. Cheers to Alvaro for sending me or bringing me this wonderful homebrew. I just feel very lucky to have these things, and I appreciate them more than you know. I really do. I don't know what to tell you. It's funny because I don't think there's too many other like older types of medium or storage medium that you could keep for 40 years and it still sounds exactly the same as it did the day it was manufactured. Vinyl has that quality. You're talking cassettes, 8-tracks, reel-to-reel, other analog storage mediums, if there are any other ones, they degrade. But these things here, they're rock solid. That's why a lot of people are turning to vinyl. They sound good. They're, sure, there's the odd pop and click and whatever, but they're just, I don't know. It just makes people happy to throw on a record, put that needle on, sit back and go, listen to that thing. What? Listen to that thing. Amazing stuff. Well, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you on Friday. If you're there, cheers. More stuff, more brewing videos coming. 2 of them are actually on the editing block right now. And as we go, cheers. Take care. Be safe.